We all know chia seeds are a powerhouse, right? They're loaded with fiber, protein, omega-3s, the good stuff. But here's the thing. There's a really good chance you're preparing them in a way that completely cancels out those benefits. And worse, it could actually be causing you problems. So let's get into the right way to do it. So you might be thinking, soaking chia seeds? How hard can it be? You just add water, right? And yeah, on the surface, it seems simple. But the details, that's where the magic and the mistakes really happen. Getting them wrong isn't just a little inefficient, it can actually be harmful. In fact, you could be doing it dangerously wrong. And I mean that. Preparing your chia seeds the common way can do a lot more harm than good, leading to some nasty digestive issues that you might be blaming on something else entirely. And look, these are not minor issues we're talking about. When you don't prep these little seeds correctly, you can literally block your body from absorbing key minerals, you can cause that painful bloating and stomach cramping, it can even lead to dehydration and mess with your blood sugar. This isn't just about maximizing benefits anymore, it's about avoiding some pretty serious downsides. Okay, so let's get right into it. Let's talk about the 3 most common soaking sins. And the good news? They're all incredibly easy to fix once you know what you're doing. First step, water temperature. This is a big one. Most of us just reach for cold water from the tap, but that's a huge mistake. Cold water slows down that gelling process, that hydration, and it fails to wake up the enzymes you need to actually absorb the nutrients. So what's the fix? It's so simple. Use warm water. Not boiling, just warm to the touch. This one little switch turbocharges the gelling process and helps unlock all those amazing nutrients hiding inside. Mistake number 2 is all about timing. It's a real Goldilocks situation here. If you soak them for less than, say, 5 minutes, they haven't fully hydrated. That means they'll finish the job in your gut, sucking up water and leaving you bloated. But let them sit for over 24 hours and they can actually start to ferment and taste bitter. Yuck. The sweet spot? Just 15 to 30 minutes. That's all it takes for perfect, full hydration. And the third major mistake is the liquid you choose. Soaking chia seeds in sugary juices just adds a ton of sugar you don't need, spiking your blood sugar. And dairy milk? Well, the calcium in it can actually compete with and block the absorption of other important minerals. So instead, stick to the good stuff. Warm filtered water is your best bet, but unsweetened nut milks or even herbal teas are fantastic for adding flavor without the downside. Okay, so we've nailed the basics of soaking: temp, time, and liquid. But now we're going to get into 2 crucial prep and storage steps that almost nobody talks about. And honestly, these steps can determine whether you actually absorb the good stuff or not. First, we have to talk about something called phytic acid. You can think of it as a natural defense mechanism for the seed. The problem is, when you eat it, it binds to essential minerals like magnesium and zinc right there in your gut, which means your body can't absorb them. It just passes right through. Over time, that can really add up. And that brings us to mistake number 4, not rinsing your seeds before you soak them. The fix for this phytic acid problem is so simple, it's almost silly. All you have to do is put your dry seeds in a fine mesh strainer, run some warm water over them, and swirl them around for about 20 or 30 seconds. That's it. This one tiny step washes away a huge amount of that phytic acid, making the minerals inside instantly more available to your body. And finally, our last mistake all comes down to storage. Please avoid plastic containers. They can leach chemicals like BPA into your food. And don't try to make a giant batch for the whole week. After about 3 days, you run the risk of mold growth. The safe, smart way to do it is to use an airtight glass jar and only make enough for a day or 2 at a time. So we've walked through all the common pitfalls. Now let's put it all together into one simple, foolproof method. This is your guide to making sure you get all the power from your chia seeds every single time. Here is it. This is the slide to screenshot, the whole process start to finish. It's 4 simple steps. Step 1, rinse those dry seeds for 30 seconds. Step 2, soak them in a warm, unsweetened liquid. Step 3, wait just 15 to 30 minutes until they're fully gelled. And step 4, store it in an airtight glass jar in the fridge for up to 3 days. It's quick, it's easy, and it really, really works. And why do we bother with all this? What's the payoff? Well, it's huge. We're talking about benefits you can actually feel. Things like way better digestion, more sustained energy throughout the day, more stable blood sugar levels, and yeah, even clearer skin. These small adjustments in how you prepare your food are what lead to these big, noticeable results. It all comes down to this really crucial idea. This quote says it perfectly. You can eat all the superfoods in the world, but if your body can't actually access and use the nutrients inside them, what's the point? Proper preparation is the bridge between just eating healthy food and actually being healthy. So really, the big takeaway here is that it's the tiny habits done the right way that deliver the biggest results. It's not about some huge, dramatic diet overhaul. It's about smart little changes, like taking 30 seconds to rinse your seeds, that truly unlock the benefits. And that leads to a final question for you. This principle doesn't just apply to chia seeds, right? So take a look at your own daily routines. Are your tiny habits unlocking their biggest benefits? Or could